everyone. Welcome to Models and Agents for Beginners, episode 91 for July 3rd, 2026. Let's break down today's coolest AI news so anyone can understand it. Some awesome AI developments today, and we're going to make all of it make sense. Let's get into it. Here's something that's going to change how creative projects feel for people who have never touched code before. Meta released a new experimental app called Pocket that turns simple text descriptions into small playable games you can share right away. Instead of learning complicated design programs or programming languages, you describe what you want and the system builds it on the spot. Picture this like telling a story to a very fast friend who can instantly turn your words into a toy you can hold and play with on your phone. The games stay short and light, the kind of thing you might finish in a minute or two, such as a quick puzzle about matching colors or a silly race with cartoon characters. This matters because making games used to require months of practice and expensive software. But now the barrier drops to just typing an idea. Students who enjoy Roblox or mobile games can suddenly shift from playing to creating their own simple versions in seconds. One clear personal takeaway is that AI is starting to move beyond answering questions and into building things you can interact with immediately. You can search for Meta Pocket in your app store or on the web right now to check availability in your area and try prompts like a simple endless runner with a cat character. The app is still experimental, so what you see today might look different next week. Okay, now for my favorite part of the show, the deep dive where we look under the hood. Today's concept is AI agents, which are helpers that take a goal and carry it out over multiple steps instead of stopping after one answer. Think of it like ordering food through a delivery app, where the system does not just show a menu, but also finds a driver, tracks the order, and updates you if anything changes along the way. An AI agent works the same way for digital tasks, breaking your request into smaller pieces, using different tools as needed, and keeping track of progress until the whole job finishes. For example, if you asked an agent to research and write a short report on your favorite band, it might first look up recent news, then gather facts from several sites, then organize the information into paragraphs, and finally review its own work for errors. The agent remembers what it has already completed and what still needs attention, much like the delivery app keeps updating your order status in real time. What sets this apart from a regular chatbot is the ability to act across time and switch between skills rather than answering one question and then stopping. Recent measurements show these agents now finish about 16% of real freelance tasks at a professional level, up from just 2.5% only 8 months ago. The improvement comes from giving the AI clearer ways to plan and check its own steps instead of guessing everything at once. When you hear the term AI agents, picture a helpful assistant that can carry out an entire project instead of just chatting for a moment. That view makes the progress feel less mysterious and more like a natural next step in how tools help us get things done. Let's move into some cool stuff you can actually try today, starting with better creative writing tools. Today's models are getting stronger at open-ended tasks like storytelling or brainstorming, even when there is no single right answer to check against. This matters because it means AI can now help with school projects that involve writing stories or coming up with fresh ideas for art assignments. Go to any major chatbot site, type a prompt such as "continue this short story about a robot discovering music," and notice how the output feels more natural and less repetitive than earlier versions. You can experiment with different story lengths or styles to see where the improvements show up most clearly. Next up is a new set of AI tools inside the design platform Figma that handle motion and visual effects. A recent tutorial shows how to combine Figma's built-in AI agent with manual controls to create custom animations and filters without building everything from scratch. If you already use Figma for school projects or personal design work, this opens the door to adding movement to your graphics in just a few clicks. Open Figma in your browser, start a new file, and try asking the AI agent to generate a simple bouncing animation for a circle shape. Then tweak the speed yourself to see how the controls work together. The whole process stays free for basic use and requires no coding knowledge. Time for quick bits, starting with creative writing gains. Researchers and creators noticed that current models handle storytelling and design tasks better even without clear right or wrong answers. The progress is happening faster than some experts expected, according to posts on X. This improvement allows AI to assist with open-ended creative work, such as writing stories or brainstorming ideas for school projects. One post from researcher Ethan Mollick highlights how models now manage tasks like these more effectively than before. The change means students and hobbyists can use AI for assignments that lack a single correct answer. Observers point to the source at x.com/emollic/20728971238220108553 for further details on these observations. Another quick update comes from Figma's motion tools. A new tutorial demonstrates combining Figma's built-in AI agent with manual controls. This approach creates custom visual filters and animations without starting from scratch. Users who work with Figma for design or school projects can now experiment with motion graphics in a few clicks. The method lets designers add movement and effects through the platform's existing features. One post from Linus Ekenstam on X describes the exact steps shown in the tutorial. Details appear at the source x.com/LY Ekenstam/status/20729452450552261006. One last quick bit worth noting is how these agent-style helpers keep improving at real tasks. Recent measurements indicate agents now complete about 16% of freelance jobs at professional quality. That figure marks an increase from 2.5% just 8 months earlier. The gains result from clearer planning and self-checking steps rather than any single breakthrough. Agents can now break goals into smaller actions, apply tools as needed, and track progress over time. This reliability makes them more practical for everyday projects that require multiple steps. The data comes from the dashdecoder.com coverage of freelance task benchmarks. That's it for today. Remember, every AI expert started exactly where you are right now. If something we talked about today made you curious, go try it. That's literally how learning works. Stay curious, keep experimenting, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if you'd rather watch than listen, find us on YouTube at Nera Network. Links in the show notes. And before you go, this show is part of the Nera Network, a family of daily podcasts on tech, science, and markets, each one a short, sharp briefing you can finish on the commute. If today earned its place in your feed, here's your next listen. Modern investing techniques, modern strategies for Canadian and US investors. Find every show free at neranetwork.com. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.